Hey guys, what's up? KH Firestorm here, bringing you another episode of Tank Tips. First off, I'd like to apologise for not uploading as recently as I'd like to. I've kind of been a bit preoccupied with The Witcher 3. It's kind of driving my life now, but I'm getting back to the battlefield and it should be good. So without further ado, let's get into episode 2. In this video I'll be talking about the weaknesses and strengths of the tank, kind of using it to its full potential, as well as going into third person and first person with a bit more detail, and I might throw something in at the end of the video regarding the map. Alright, let's cover the weakness of the tank. Some of you may play the tank and wonder why or how you can get shot twice and die, but learning this weakness and using it to your advantage is vital information, and it might sound obvious to some of you, but to use the tank to its full potential is information you must know. The weakness of the tank mainly comes from its armour, located at the rear and the side of the tanks. This is where you'll get the most damage when dealing it to an enemy, and you in return will receive it. The minimum amount of damage you can deal to a tank, regardless of where you hit it, is either 21 to 25 points of damage, depending on what actual weapon you're using, be that the normal round, the Stabbit shell, or even the heavy gun. Moving on to the side of the tank, you can hit anywhere from a 35 to 44 points of damage, using different varieties of the shells as I talked about earlier. The main part of the tank that you do want to hit is definitely the rear, which is where the armor is weak and most vulnerable. This is where you can increase your damage by a lot, hitting up to 55 to 67 points of damage to the tank. This is how you can ultimately destroy your opponents and essentially two-shot an enemy tank, and they won't even see it coming. As a heavily armoured vehicle, speed isn't something you'd associate with the tank, and yes, it is a weakness. Not being able to move when you're being pummeled with bullets and shells from a tank that's just basically crept up behind you and you didn't even notice, or from jets or from attack choppers flying above you and it's hard to shoot back at them. It can get quite frustrating and overwhelming. Yes, these weaknesses are annoying and bad for you, but if you can turn them around onto the enemy team, they're actually an asset when you think about it. Alright, enough about the weaknesses, let's talk about the strength of the tank. So the tank's weakest parts are its rear and its sides, thus making its strongest point the front. You'll take the least amount of damage when taking fire from here, so you want to be directing the front of your tank to any incoming fire. Another strength for the tank is its ability to crush through walls, barriers, anything. If someone's standing behind a wall and you can't see them, either blow it up or just drive right on through it. It's helpful in a number of ways, like a quick getaway from an enemy or opening up a new line of sight. So think about this and use it to your advantage on the battlefield. Alright, I briefly went over this in my last Tank Tips video about third person versus first person, but I'll go into a bit more detail on this video just for you guys. Alright, we'll cover third person first, and essentially you're going to be using this as a surveying tool. Get a lay of the land, see what's coming your way, see where you can go, what you can use as an advantage. That's the main use for the third person view, as a surveying tool. It can also be seen as a defensive and an offensive ability as well. Let's talk about the defensive. It helps you see enemies nearby, it helps you plan ahead where you want to go. It gives you the option to pick out a vantage point or even an escape route if you do need it. One of the main features it's helpful for is localizing incoming fire, be that from tanks from a distance, jets doing a strafe run, or choppers just plain trying to kill you. And on the other side of things, an offensive use for the third person would be what I just talked about, but in an engagement manner. So, where do you want to attack from? Where are the threats coming from? Localize that threat, take the biggest threat out first. Learning this technique is 100% vital for your survival in the tank. For example, you don't want to be following that jet that's not even focusing on you, while a tank sneaks up behind you and two-shots you. That's not going to help you at all. First person view, the killing tool. This is what you swap into when you want to destroy that target from long distance, short distance, whatever. This is your targeting reticule, and is really only used when firing upon an enemy. You want to be that accurate, you want to know where your bullet's travelling, and this is a view to do that. First person view also has some cool other features that you might not know of. One of the things it tells you is your speed, which is always nice to know, and it is also vital. If you're not going as fast as you can, you're going to be slower, easier target. You want to be going as fast as you can if you're on the move, unless if you're lining up a shot, stay still, get the shot, then move. In the heads up display, it's also got a countdown timer, which basically tells you how long you've got left until you can use your ability, which could be smoke screen, flares, or in most cases for people, it's the active protection shield. It's good to know how long you've got left after using this before you can use it again, because if you want to get into the firefight, it's always good to know when you can pop it again, and you'll be safe for another 1 or maybe even 2 shots. So overall, first person is your killing tool, seeing what you're going to be shooting at it, then watching it die. Third person, getting a view of your surroundings and seeing where things are happening from. So mastering the management in between these two views, first person and third person, is 100% necessary for your survival in the tank. You don't want to be stuck learning one or the other, you want to be proficient at both. And as you'll see in most of the clips in my videos behind my voice, I'm doing exactly that. I'm seeing where I'm getting shot from in third person, and then I switch to first person, take the shot, kill him, then move back into third person when I'm moving around until the next person comes up and I want to kill him as well. Thanks for watching this video, guys, it does mean a lot. Stay tuned for the next video, which will encompass why the map is the most important part of Battlefield and why you need to know exactly what's going on in it. And I'll show some gameplay about how I play, so you can learn and see the tactics I've talked about in action. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll see you soon. This is KHG, saying goodbye.